Due to COVID-19, a lot of businesses have been impacted. This is especially the case for restaurants. Crave, a local restaurant that specializes in gourmet burgers, gives us some insight on what it's like to run a business during these times.
What are some things you dislike about the second shutdown, and how is it different from the first shutdown?
Things that we don't like about the second shutdown versus the first shutdown. The suddenness of it. There's virtually no warning, no time for us to prepare. There's no PPP money. There's no. It's basically the government saying, "Hey, small business, deal with us." Walmart, Sam's, gyms, Safeway, King Soopers, Walgreens, they're all open. Home Depot, Lowe's. There's nobody at the door doing clicker counts right now, which they did before. So why are you picking on restaurants? Everybody says follow the science. Where's the science that restaurants are the cause of the spread of corona? Literally, our wait staff is more susceptible to this, to me, in my opinion, than hospital workers, because we're dealing with, between our 3 restaurants, before we shut down Highland Ranch, we literally have tens of thousands of customers walking in the door, taking off their masks, sitting down at tables, and then our waitstaff has to talk to these 10,000 people without masks on. How come none of our waitstaff are getting corona? I mean, between all 3 stores and 75 waitstaff, we've had 1 person test positive for corona, and everybody thinks it was a false positive because nobody else in her family tested positive. So those are the things that are driving me crazy. Where's the science to make us as restaurants have to deal with this? And the suddenness of it. It's just like snap your fingers. Restaurants, you're closed. Everybody else, you can stay open. You can go down to 25%. We are already doing all the social distancing and all the spacing, and we were doing every other tables, and we have dividers here, and we have the outdoor patio. We're doing everything we're supposed to. We are held accountable by social media standards also, because everybody has their phone and they take a picture and, hey, that guy's not wearing a mask. So we're already under our own police force, so to speak. So if we're really that bad, you could contact trace. That's not the case. Why are you punishing us? That's what's irritating about this second shutdown. And there's no, hey, let's shut down for 3 or 4 weeks and flatten the curve or lower the curve or do any of that stuff. It's, well, you know what, we're just gonna stay shut down as long as we feel like it, and we're not going to give you any funding to help, because the first round of funding helped tremendously. We would be closed without that first round of funding, period. All 3 of our stores would be closed. The second round, what's the plan? You know, how, and we're actually doing fairly well. We're not making money, but we're not losing a ton of money. What about those restaurants that are losing a ton of money? When we say close, any PPP money that's coming from this new presidential office is going to be too late. There's Jason's Deli is next to us in Colorado Springs. They closed the second that Colorado Springs shut down their dining rooms. Jason's Deli closed, and they also closed 5 other locations.
Wow.
So how many small independents are out there that are going to close before any government money comes? That's done and gone, and all those employees lose their jobs, and that increases unemployment across the country. So this is a mess. It's a mess, and they had a really crappy plan as far as I'm concerned. And as usual, it's, hey, small business, why don't you guys handle all of this, and then we'll figure it out later.